Hello everybody, it is me Smilo here today, and it's me Smila, and today we want to introduce a new friend of ours. Hello everyone, my name is Perot, and I am a giant ground sloth, also known as a Megatherium. Yeah, our new friend Perot here, he's a Megatherium, and he is also from Wild Republic, if you could tell by the tag right there. And according to this tag, he came from the Natural History Museum. Yeah, and he's from Wild Republic. According to a link that we found in the tag, he is from the Natural History Museum, and if you take a look at him, he has a thick, shaggy fur coat, and then he has those long claws, and then he has a long tail. Yeah, that tail was used to keep balance as he stood on two legs, kind of like the way a kangaroo tail works. And then his claws here could grow up to be about 1 meter in length. So yeah, folks, Ice Age sloths were a real thing. And when you think of Ice Age sloth, you're probably thinking about Sid the Sloth from the Ice Age movies. And while we all love that funny character from the Ice Age franchise, sloths weren't really that small and they didn't exactly look like that. Sloths looked something a little more like bears, and they were huge. Some range from the size of bears to the size of elephants. Sloth fossils have been found all over both North and South America, and there were even some giant ground sloth species that have been found at the La Brea tar pits. I believe I made a few videos of our trip to the La Brea tar pits, so feel free to check that out. But yeah, the sloths at the tar pits, they were about the size of bears, so those are some pretty big sloths. And then there are also sloths that were found in South America, the largest of which is called Megatherium. And the name Megatherium means giant beast, and you can clearly see why, because these sloths were huge, very big animals about the size of elephants. They could measure up to nearly 19 to 20 feet long, that's about 6 meters long, and when Megatherium walked upright, it was almost twice the height of an elephant. It was covered with thick, shaggy hair, under which were bony plates that formed kind of like armor. They used their blunt teeth for smashing leaves. The Megatherium may have been an herbivore, but it probably would have occasionally ate meat to supplement its diet. And the Megatherium was a close cousin to modern tree sloths, which appear to be the laziest animal on Earth, sleeping up to 18 hours a day, moving with incredible slowness when awake. Unlike Megatherium, today's sloths spend their lives hanging upside down from trees. They cling to branches with long arms and hooked claws, even sleeping and eating upside down. But since Megatherium was about the size of an elephant, it is commonly known that they spent their lives on the ground. It normally walked on all fours, but could also rear up on its hind legs to reach branches, which it pulled down using its long claws, which could measure up to about 1 meter in length. And it was able to use its tail for balance, kind of the same way a kangaroo does. It could not place its feet flat on the ground. Instead, it walked on the side of its feet with the claws turned inward. Megatherium vanished soon after humans first reached the Americas, perhaps hunted to extinction. And although this creature seemed like a giant indestructible beast, there were predators that preyed upon this giant sloth, one of which was a Smilodon. Yep, Smilodon preyed upon sloths in both North and South America, but it would not have been an easy task. It probably would have taken an entire pack of saber-toothed cats to bring down this giant beast. Saber-toothed cats were proven pack hunters and would hunt together a lot like modern-day lions do. If a single saber-tooth plans to bring down a giant ground sloth, it would have to make a quick and effective kill. Some think that it may have attacked from behind. It would leap onto the sloth's back, and with those large canine teeth, it would stab it. In North America, saber-toothed cats would hunt sloths that were about the size of bears. The Shasta ground sloth, for example, was about the size of a grizzly bear, and it had long claws that it would use to fend off predators such as the saber-tooth. And if any of you have been to the La Brea tar pits in Los Angeles, California, chances are you saw the animatronic saber-toothed cat on top of a giant ground sloth's back. Yeah, we definitely saw that when we went to the tar pits. But while it wasn't easy to take down a sloth the size of a bear, it was even more difficult to take down the sloth the size of an elephant. And the much larger South American saber-toothed cat, which could grow to be about 30% larger than today's lions, would have to work together to bring down a creature as big as a Megatherium. Despite looking like a gentle giant, sloths were able to fend off predators by using their long, dangerous claws. One swipe from its massive paws with its long claws, and the animal would be killed with one swipe. And while saber-toothed cats and giant sloths were enemies during the Ice Age, we here are still very good friends. But yeah, folks, giant ground sloths were very incredible creatures, and it would have been a cool experience to see one, but unfortunately these sloths went extinct at the end of the last Ice Age. But yeah, crazy to think that there were sloths the size of bears to the size of elephants. So that's it for now, folks. Thank you for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and we'll see you guys later.